When we had our old house in Yarm, we were thinking about extending that actually and struggled a little bit to find anybody. I think it was quite a big project that we were thinking about and really struggled to get hold of anybody, and people probably let us down a little bit.
I think we were keen on working with Al because he would do the whole project from start to finish. Lots of different companies we looked at would do the build and then we'd have to employ somebody else to do the kitchen. What appealed to us about the build directory was that they'd do the whole project for us. I think we wanted to add a little bit more light to the kitchen to start with, didn't we? So we kind of were exploring options as to opening up the walls and adding in some doors, and then we then talked about originally adding on an orangery outside the living room, but that wouldn't really have extended the kitchen space. And so kind of through discussions with Al, he inspired us to extend the kitchen rather than the living space that we had and open it up in a different way to what we'd originally considered.
Yeah, I don't think we quite thought that we could take out this full wall. I think we were kind of thinking about what other options might we have, but I think Al was kind of saying what would be your kind of dream move with it all. Utopia, yeah. And then kind of working it from there really. So yeah, so I think from memory, I think the first part that they looked at was kind of the extension itself and digging the foundations for the extension, and a lot of that was up actually. Obviously we wanted to get in a lot of light, we wanted to kind of get some glass in the roof really, we wanted the bifolds, we wanted a bit of a feature wall kind of with a fire, and kind of Al helped us bring that all to life. He
actually, from memory, after about 3 or 4 days of us giving us his ideas, he then came back with some drawings of exactly what it was we could do. And the drawings were of the glass roof and the bifolds, but everything that we added along the way, he then brought to life through drawings or images on his iPad of other work that he'd done. And then created us a bespoke media wall that was something they'd never done before, but that was kind of not too much trouble at all. It was exactly as we'd wanted. And then it was something we hadn't really budgeted for or planned for, but we then decided to go with the build directory for our paving as well, and to put in some planters in the garden.
I think when they come in, if you're having a barbecue or whatever and these doors are open, you can probably have 20, 25 people in here, but then you're close to the paving area. So it kind of brings the full space where it was all kind of shut off a little bit. There were kind of smaller rooms. It's now kind of all one living space, nice and bright and light.
We love it, don't we? We're in here all the time. We use it as a family space, and it's just created a much more balanced space really. So we use this as our living area, but it's really versatile, and when people come round, you know, it's just it's got a lovely feel to it, hasn't it? So we've recommended the build directory to my parents, who I think got a little bit of orangery envy when we got our extension done, and on a very different property they decided to extend in a similar way, similar size.
I think the other thing as well, we've definitely recommended Al to other people, and I think, yeah, I would say the build directory is a one-stop shop for home improvements in the North East based on what I've experienced.